The city of Cape Town has recently seen the members of the Tableview community up in arms. This, as it has been discovered that the water in the nature reserve has been contaminated. We are here doing a follow-up story with the Greater Tableview Action Forum Head of Planning and Biodiversity Department, David Ayres, who will shed some light on the current matter.
There's leaking, or there's overflows from the sewage outlets in the reserve themselves, which is causing problems into the nature reserve. The lagoon area has now been designated as unfit for recreational use, so people are no longer allowed to, or people can go in there, but they've got to really wash themselves off afterwards. So the level of pollution within the lagoon area is such that we really shouldn't be entering that without washing or taking some sort of precautions.
The residents of Tableview has recently reiterated the dire state of water quality in the Table Bay Nature Reserve. This comes after the discovery of sewage in the Nature Reserve lagoon. GTAV Head of Planning and Biodiversity in Tableview, David Ayres, said they have been sending requests to the city to rehabilitate the nature reserve. However, there has been no real movement to stop the pollution and bring it to an acceptable level.
And these pollution issues were highlighted in 1999. Again, there's a plan that the council uses in its urban planning, which is the district, or the Blouberg District Plan. That was put out in 2012. That highlights poor water quality in the lagoon, in the Table Bay Nature Reserve and in the Deep River. And we're now in a position in 2019 where the quality of water is worse than it was in 2012, so the council hasn't really acted on its own plans.
David says this scares the community as the heart of Tableview is greatly affected. The community is worried that it will lose a nature reserve as recreational areas cannot be used due to the contamination.
Well, I think it scares the community because obviously the Table Bay Nature Reserve is a nature reserve and a protected area, and we see raw sewage pumping into what is a protected area. The environment itself is highlighted by the city as a major driver to the economy, and if we lose the environment, we basically lose fresh air, fresh water, food, produce. So we've got to protect the environment. It seems that the city is doing nothing to protect the environment. So the community is worried that it's going to lose a nature reserve, and obviously they can't use the recreational areas or the recreational water sports that they were able to, and they should be able to in terms of the Constitution.
David said the sewage is spilling over from areas like Dunoon and Joe Slovo as there is no proper infrastructure to help prevent this, thus increasing the E. coli level. David said they are holding the city to account and urging them to tend to the dilemma currently faced.
The city has sent out a letter or an email saying that the actual spills we were referring to in the nature reserve were caused by a failure of the pumps, and they're blaming the residents. They're saying that it's the misuse of the sewer system, and it is the residents' responsibility to use the sewer system properly, but it's also the responsibility of the city to ensure they use it properly and to ensure that basic services are provided into areas like Dunoon and Joe Slovo, which they haven't done. I would like to really call out the mayoral committee members, and that's Anthea Limburg and Alderman Neerhout, and ask them to act urgently, because we're going to face a disaster if they don't.
The members of the Greater Tableview Action Forum are still calling on the City of Cape Town to help resolve the issue of the contaminated water in the nature reserve. This is Our City News, Stephanie Pitt, Tableview, Cape Town.